What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Trinity Road Tape, the series where we break down specific plays from recent NC State sporting. We are back on the women's basketball side, following up a kind of insane win against Duke at home back on Monday night of this week. Zaya James scored 36 points, 15 of 19 from the field, 13 of 14 from two. Kind of crazy numbers. I thought it was also a really well coached game on the part of Wes Moore, which is almost always the case. One action that stood out to me was this series based piece of offense that we got early on in the second half. This is actually the first play of the second half. And the way that these two actions are combined to displace defenders and put them in bad positions to defend what comes next. So this is going to be a basket cut, a rip screen and a basket cut for Isaiah James, and that's going to flow directly into shake, pick, and roll. And the basket cut is going to put the Duke defender, the Duke big, out of position to hedge the ball screen. Right, so Duke has been hedging screens most of the night, and so that's what they want to do defensively. And State is going to have an answer to that here to kind of manipulate that defender. So let's take a look at this here. Let me put this in slow motion real quick. Put max speed. All right, so initiate here. James has the ball. Gonna get a pass to Rivers on the point, and now we're gonna see Trieger right here is gonna set this rip screen or back screen for James, and Isaiah James cut to the basket, and the ball's over here. Right, so that's step one, and this defender here is gonna sag off of Trieger toward the basket to protect on the cut. So we're going to get an underneath from this defender, and we're going to get a couple steps backwards from the big to prevent that basket cut. And that's fine, but Trieger is then going to elevate immediately and set a ball screen. And remember, Duke wants to hedge this screen, so this big needs to get out. But she's going to be all the way down here and not in position to get to the screen and step in front of the ball handler. And it's going to put her in a tough spot. So we'll start this off. So you get the screen. So three goes under. You can see the big is going to step back with it. And now you've got Trieger coming to the ball. So look where 12 is. 12 is not going to be able to hedge the screen from there. She's too far away. What I imagine you would want her to do is settle down into a drop coverage look right there, but she actually kind of overruns it and puts herself in a really bad spot trying to get to what she's supposed to do on that play, and Rivers is able to win easily off the bounce. And that's a good look if you're NC State, right? I mean, this is pretty much what you want. And then you've got Madison Hayes here on what you'd call a shake accent. So she's down here. The tagger on the screen is going to come off of her. Ends up helping on the ball because Rivers is kind of blowing this wide open. And there's nobody covering Hayes. And so if Rivers can get the ball back to Hayes, you're going to get an easy three. Probably the right play, though, is for her to just go to the basket. Most of the time, this is not a player that she won't be able to score on. This is not an overwhelming shot blocker. She does end up kind of fumbling the ball a little bit and getting, but all in all, like a really good use of your actions and creating a series there to get your downhill point guard downhill in space, advantageous matchup at the rim. Just a good job of design.